The wind screamed across the hills. Cold. Wild. Unforgiving. Clouds rolled low and heavy, swallowing the stars, and the grass bent like waves under invisible hands. And somewhere in that darkness, a sound. Soft at first, a bleat, frightened, lost. A single sheep wandered among the rocks, its wool soaked and heavy, its small hooves slipping on the wet ground. Lightning split the sky, painting the world white for a heartbeat, and in that flash the creature froze. No shepherd. No flock. Only shadows, wind, and the echo of its own fear. It called again, trembling. The sound vanished into the storm. Far below in the valley, a lantern flickered to life. A man stood at the mouth of the fold, counting. 97. 98. 99. His hands stopped. His eyes narrowed. One was missing. He turned toward the black hills, the kind where no sane shepherd would go in the night. The rain lashed against his face. He hesitated only for a breath, then lifted the lantern higher and started walking. Each step sank into the mud. The light wavered in the wind, sometimes dimming so much he could barely see his own hands. But still he moved forward, whispering through the storm, "Where are you?" He slipped, fell to his knees, his robe torn by thorns. His lantern cracked, flame sputtering. But he shielded it with his hand, his breath steady. He could have gone back. He could have told himself that one sheep did not matter, that it was too dark, too far, too dangerous. But he did not, because love does not count like men do. Love goes back into the storm. On the ridge above, lightning flashed again, and there, for a heartbeat, he saw it, a small trembling shape pressed against a rock, shivering under the rain. He called out, once. Twice, no answer. So he climbed, hands bleeding, knees cut one slip away from falling. But he climbed. When he reached the ledge, the sheep backed away, terrified. He stretched out a hand, slow, gentle voice soft as the wind after thunder. "It is all right. I am here now." The animal hesitated, then, a single step forward. He wrapped his cloak around it, lifted it into his arms. Its body was cold but still alive. He held it close against his chest. The storm howled, but inside his arms was warmth, a heartbeat against his own. He looked out at the dark horizon, rain pouring down his face. Somewhere behind him, the 99 waited, safe, warm, unknowing. And yet, in that moment, he felt richer than any king. Because one had been lost and was found. The storm broke toward dawn. The clouds tore open, and the sky began to breathe again, slow, pale, alive. Raindrops clung to the shepherd's beard like tiny stars. He stood on the ridge, holding the lamb close, his cloak soaked and heavy, his lantern long dead. The wind had quieted. Only the dripping of water from the rocks filled the silence. Somewhere far below, the valley shimmered faintly. Home. He looked down at the small creature in his arms. Its breathing was weak but steady. He smiled, not with triumph, but with peace. The kind that comes when you have done the right thing, even if no one sees it. The way back was slow. Every step hurt. Thorns caught his robe, stones bruised his feet, but he did not stop. He hummed softly, an old tune he used to play when the flock was calm. A song of mourning. A song of return. The lamb stirred at the sound. Its eyes opened for a moment, and for the first time in a long night, it did not look afraid. When he reached the fold, the first rays of sunlight spilled across the hills. The world smelled of rain and grass and new beginnings. The other sheep stirred, bleating softly, their wool glowing in the light. He set the lost one down. It staggered, unsteady, and the others pressed close, sniffing, nudging, welcoming it back. The shepherd sank to his knees. For the first time that night, he let himself rest. He looked toward the horizon, where the sky was now pure gold, and whispered, "You were worth it." In the village below, no one saw him. No one heard the storm. No one knew that high in the hills, a man had risked everything for something small and silent and easily forgotten. But heaven knew. And if you listen closely, in every story, in every kindness, you can still hear the echo of that night, the sound of a shepherd walking into the dark. The soft cry of a creature being lifted from the cold, and a quiet voice saying, "Short too, you were never truly lost."